Hey, babe.
Yeah, what's up?
I'm about to put in a Shipt order. You need anything?
No, what you gonna order?
I need a few strawberries and a few other things. Oh my gosh, why would he ring the doorbell when I asked him not to? Hello, Mr. Orlando, my Shipt Shopper. How are you this evening?
Hey, I'm doing good. I'm sorry, I just read don't ring the doorbell on the thing, but did you want me to bring the items in or just leave it at the front door?
I sent that text to you and asked you not to ring the doorbell as well, and now my son is up. But you know what? Just go ahead and leave them at the door, please.
Okay, so sorry, I'm leaving at the door now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Come on, dude. Like, what? How am I supposed to?
Black rose, black rose. Black rose, black rose, black rose in the sky. Black rose, black rose. Black rose, black rose, black rose in the sky. Black rose, black rose. Black rose, black.
Hello, beautiful people. I am Lando Success, your favorite motivational teacher. Whenever you leave this page, the goal is for you to leave knowing something that you didn't know before you came here. So stop right now and press that like button, press the subscribe button so you can stay up to date with this great content. And this is a highly requested video. Everybody been requesting this video since I dropped my first one 3 years ago as my first Shipt shop ever. They just came out with Instant Pay where you can get paid instantly once after you do your order. Same way as Instacart, DoorDash, UberEats, and other gig jobs. So what I did for this video, I went on YouTube and I looked at other videos and I was like, what would I want as a brand new shopper or somebody that want to make up to $200 a day or even more? I wanted to come up with a game plan and show you guys step by step what I do before I go to the store, the mentality, the customer service. I'm giving you guys the full Lando Shipt boot camp. By the time you finish this video, you're definitely going to feel more comfortable whenever you go out to shop. So I already have been signed up with Shipt for over 3 years and I would ship here and there. But since they didn't have the Instant Pay, I like doing the DoorDash and the Instacart because you can get paid instantly. I knew whenever Shipt came out with Instant Pay, they only charge 49 cents to transfer your money up to $500 a day. I knew to switch over because I make more money doing Shipt over anything else. I originally was going to do a Instacart versus Shipt video, but in my opinion, Instacart really can't even compete with Shipt. Look at how much money I was making when COVID started. 24 orders in a week. That is like doing under 5 orders a day. The other one was still over 1,000, doing 22 orders. That's like doing 4 orders a day. Y'all gonna learn how to make some real money. So the first thing I'm going to do is take you guys on the field with me. We're going to hop in my car. I'm going to show you orders, how I pick up orders, how I map it out in the store. So the first part is going to be kind of for the beginners. Then we're going to get to the advanced section. You want to watch this whole video because that's where we're going to talk about the money and all the tips and tricks. And also, if you have already been a Shipt shopper for a while, you can just click the description and then you can slide to whatever part that you want to go to the video because I'm going to have different parts about the training, tips and tricks, the money, different apps you need. So feel free to click any of those. If not, you can also hit save later because you want to have a pen and paper for this one. Let's get into it. So usually I know a lot of people will apply on their phones, but the website is really the exact same thing. You are just looking for the part that say get paid to shop. When you put in this part, you're just putting in your basic information. And at the end of this video, I'll give you some tips and tricks how to pass the application process because everybody don't get hired. So I got your back at the end of this video. The goal is to make $200 today. So I'm going to take y'all on this journey. I'm going to show y'all tips and tricks. I'm going to first start off slow. And the first few minutes of this video is going to be based on newbies on basically how to sign up, how to plan out your store, how to map it, how to do everything. Then it's gonna go over to the advanced. Let's get to it. You want your car to be cleaned out so you can have space. You don't want a junky car. I got my Shipt bag in the front. I hate when it's time to record, you always have like a random bump or something going on with your face. Oh well. All right, so the things you need, I will recommend is having you a little phone battery pack, because you're going to be texting all the time. You're going to be on the phone, being on Wi-Fi, probably listening to music or whatever it is. So grab your battery pack, grab your mount so you won't have to be on the phone texting and talking all the time. Keep you some snacks in the car. You need some energy because you're going to be going so much. You're not going to always have time to eat, so keep you something. Also, stay hydrated. Got to keep you some water in here. I recommend having you some type of smell good, because you're going to be in that store a lot and you don't want to be stinking. You're going to be around a lot of people. You won't, when you walk past with that cart, you're like, brother, smell good. So stay smelling good. And last but not least, keep you some mouthwash, just in case you got to talk to people. Now we got masks on, but you don't want that bad breath to come back to you. Get you some Listerine. Always keep some in the car. You're welcome. All right, so I'm heading to a store. So what I did was looked in the app to see what store have some good activity. But this is for the beginners. I want to give you guys a game plan of what I do, how to map out a store, because a store that you're most comfortable with, you'll be the most efficient with, because it's going to be repetition. You're going to start knowing what items is at. And what I did wrong when I first started was I was like a chicken with my head cut off. I just looked at each item and went over here to get it out 10, then went to 2, then went back to 10, then grabbed the milk, then grabbed. Nah, I got y'all. I can see that's what I'm here for. I'm going to show you guys the most effective way to do it, because the goal is to make the most amount of money with the least amount of time with the best effective communication possible. Effective communication is key. Your handy dandy notebook. So this video, you're going to want to take notes, because I'm going to be very efficient and tell you guys very strategic rules. And if you haven't already, pressed that like button, because I'm taking time out my day to give y'all this game. So all I ask in return is to give your boy a like, give me a comment if you like, and share this video. So I just got to the Myers. It's Myers in Allen Park, because I'm based out of Michigan, right? This is my favorite because it's only 15 minutes from my house. I know the store, I'm used to it. First thing you need to write in your notes is to park in the same area. When you do this so much, think if you're doing 10 orders a day, you're going to forget where you parked at. You want to park in the same area every time. So my goal is I park always over the opposite of produce. And I try to park by the buggies, because you can grab your buggy, and when you come out to put your groceries away, you don't have a car on this side. So you can open the door all the way up. You don't have to worry about anybody hitting you, because you do this enough, you're going to have terrible incidents that happen with people hitting your car. Hence, it was windy one day and a lady car swung all the way open. It gave me a good old handy dandy dent. But at least she wrote a note and just told me she was sorry and she didn't mean to and call her. But it always don't work out that good. When you go in this store, you want to have a game plan. So what I'm about to do is take y'all in there and map everything out of what I'm going to do once I pick up the order. And you can go in the store early so you can already get a feel for the store and to learn where everything is at. Because this is your store now. You're going to have like 5 of them. Remember I told y'all I do the same thing, so I always start on this side of the store. So if they have any medicine or anything on pharmacy side, I go outside and work myself in. So what I mean by outside, I'm literally picking up items all on the outside. First, have a game plan. Outside. This is the seasonal area. Makeup, outside. Most store layout is close to the same. This is like the notebooks and tape and all that type of beautiful things. Printer paper, you got your electronics. Remember, I'm sticking with the outside. Well, since it's music and I don't want to get a copyright strike, I am not going to play that part, but I'm just mapping out the store. All right, so when I come to the inside, I start with the highest aisle, 15, and keep on going down. I literally keep it organized. Start at the highest and go to the lowest. I hope you guys are writing some of this down. I can't record too much because I don't want cameras in people's faces, and I don't even know what's the legalities of that. So I ain't gonna do that. But, so once you start in the inside, well, once you get finished with the outside and start in the inside, the next thing is you don't want to go just to frozen because you want to go to frozen last. My thing is I go to dairy. So I hit dairy next, then I do meat, then I do produce, then I do frozen. All right, so I opened up the Shipt Shopper app and it show all the different places. I'm going to Allen Park. You see it's a promo drop off, that means leave on the porch, and you can drop it off early, paying from $12 to $15, and the one under it is paying $12 to $16. We look at that one. This actually don't look bad. Not too many mainly produce. So this would be an order that I would personally like. It's not paying too much in my range what I would want. Let's see the other one under it. That is showing 25 total items. Thing I don't like about this, it is a lot of cans. So look at those LaCroix or whatever you call them, soda, seltzer waters. Got some wine. I like the alcohol drinkers. But all of those cans, and it was 5 of those seltzer alcoholic things. So I would probably wouldn't want to pick up that order, and we'll pick up the first one. All right, so this is why you don't want to procrastinate. You click claim and look at that. Somebody already claimed the order. So now I'm stuck with, see, me doing this YouTube. Now I'm stuck with the janky order that I don't want to grab. You go back to it and re-look at it and see, is it not as bad as it was before, but it still is. Oh well. All right, so I click claim. Claim order. Once you click it, it's going to say review order, or you can dismiss it. When you review, all right, don't want to show the customer address. You will swipe head to store, and you're heading to store, and you can click shopping list to open it up to look at all the items I have, and you can kind of see them all and see what aisle they're going to be in. You got the Flonades, we know where that stuff at. You see that's a checkout lane. That's going to be in dairy. Grocery is the main grocery lanes, grocery aisles. So, it's not bad. All right, so the way I usually do orders, you will feel overwhelmed if it's a 75 item order and you see you have 22 things in this one, 15 things in dairy, 25 in produce. It's a lot. So I minimize the things I'm going to last. So the main thing I want is the outside lanes and then a grocery. Then once I'm finished with that, then I will go to dairy. Then I go like I explained in the video. All right, before I start this order, let me talk to y'all. I started brand new too, so I know exactly how you feel. You feel anxiety, you feel overwhelmed, you feel nervous as hell. You don't want to mess up. I've been there. Most of us been there, and a lot of people just forget that moment. So I'm taking myself back to that moment. The best way to get over it is to plan properly and give yourself enough time. Because with orders that are not promos, with that window, you got to hit that window. You don't want to mess up your score. You don't want to be late. I never have been late in my years of doing it. Because when I first started, I gave myself more than enough time. I get to the store an hour early for all type of errors, for the lane checkout being busy. I gave myself more than enough time. Now, I'm YOLO. I can pick it up last minute, still get it on time. And a random kicker, I'm going to tell my Vans people, is with promos, they forgive the lateness. They don't penalize you for those promos. I'll tell y'all about that later. And going into the store, always remember the number one thing is effective communication with the customer. I repeat, effective communication with the customer. We don't mess up over here. Y'all on Team Success, y'all with me. We do not mess up. I do not need y'all messing up anybody's orders. We don't do that. We're going to separate ourselves from the other shoppers. Other shoppers, they mess up people's orders. We're not doing that. They're used to people messing up, not listening to them, not understanding what's going on. When they get somebody like us, it's a breath of fresh air. They're like, oh my gosh, I got somebody that actually know how to substitute. So you're going to have to use a lot of your skills and communication skills with this to be able to get the best amount of tips. I'll give y'all a tip that most people don't give you. So you see it's in aisle 3, 4, 5, HBC. So aisle 3, let me see, this is aisle 2, that's aisle 1. They tell you exactly where everything is at. So you see aisle 3, they say section 32. Come over here, section 1. We're looking for 3, and out 3, then we're looking for 4. 1, 2, 3, excuse me, 4. So you see it at 5, 3, 4, 4, 3, 4, 5. That's how we find it. So that's one tip that most shoppers don't know. And Myers, they show you exactly where the order is located. That's a game changer because you're going to the aisles now and going right to where you need to pick it up at. It's going to take you a few times to learn how to read the aisles, but once you do, that's going to increase your time, probably extra 15 minutes. So we're looking for 9, 5, 34. We got 9, 5. Come down. 33, 34. Let's go. But we have options. All right, y'all see he wanted a different brand. This is the exact same thing of what he wanted, but it's a different brand. I'm not going to text him this yet. I'm just putting it in the cart. I didn't add it or force it to my cart. I'm going to tell him later, like, yo, they didn't have it. Do you want this? 10 times out of 10, he going to say yes. It's not that deep. If not, put it back. Now, the reason I get a higher tip is because once y'all seen the item is not there, y'all would text Ryan and tell him that, and y'all will wait for his response. Then y'all gonna text him again. People don't want to be texted a million times. They want you to kind of know what you're doing, and they tip you more. All right, so at this point, I'm close to being finished. So remember, I already sent the intro text that is automated. Then I am screenshotting the items that they didn't have. Since it was able to all fit in there, I'm just letting them know, yo, we're out of these items. Instead of me texting them a million times, I'm doing it all at once. Look at my amazing texting skills. All right, so we're letting them know everything is out. We're going to see how long it's going to take him to respond. But at this point, I'm looking at different orders so I can know what to pick up next. Sister text me, swipe that thing on up. Then I'm letting them know which items they do have. Because remember, I grabbed the OJ and something different. I grabbed, what else? In a different brand. Let's go see. I think they had mozzarella sticks and even different type of cereal. So look how my communication is. I'm just going to go right back to the text message. Send him that picture of, come on, cereal. There we go. Sending him a picture of the cereal. So I'm showing y'all this so y'all can see exactly how I'm communicating with these customers. Also, in the stores, your signal will be terrible, so hook up to Wi-Fi and try to not send your pictures and the text at the same time. Send them individually so it won't come through awkwardly. My ass don't know how to spell mozzarella. I'm like, how do you spell mozzarella again? Hey, you don't got to be the smartest person in the world to make good money with Shipt. So I'm about to show y'all how to substitute an item. Remember they didn't have that old El Paso? So I click do not have, and it had the option to substitute. I scanned it, and I put in a quantity, and look at that, simple. I'm about to do the exact same thing with the Minute Maid. Not found, choose the substitute. I'm hitting that scan barcode at the top, scanning it, bam, only needed one. Let's go, baby, let's go. So you're gonna have a lot of times when customers just don't respond at all. And that's where you have to make your grown, educated decision. Like this guy, he responded once and I haven't heard from him in 3 minutes. If time is money, you can just call them. You can't be scared to call a customer. They usually have babies or doing something and being busy. But since he already responded, sometimes like this one, I just wouldn't substitute the cheese and another item. Some, little things I just substitute, like the orange juice I just substitute. He's not gonna care about the orange juice. But, the mozzarella cheese, I'm gonna leave that alone. And then I just text him like, hey, I already checked out, didn't have those items. And most people are gonna be real apologetic because they're doing something else anyway. So I grab what I can. I got those at the top. All of this right here. Put this away because I'm not gonna substitute that. Everything else good. All right, we're at the checkout lane now. So look, you just literally hit the scanner, scan the receipt, take a picture of the receipt. It's going to calculate the price. It just no $175. You process the order. Bam, you good. So don't forget your little Shipt debit card. All right, don't want to have their address all in there. And now we're heading to their house. All right, just finished with that order. First thing I do is some hand sanitizer. Don't want to catch the Rona. All right, so the order went good. He texts back, but he just disappeared after that. So you got to use things like that to your benefit. The reason I didn't call him because it's going to help out my tip. He's going to feel bad. In natural human instincts, he going to feel bad because it's like a relationship. If I'm keep on texting you, pouring out my love, and you're not reciprocating it back, you're going to feel bad. So he's going to feel bad because he's going to sit and be like, oh my gosh, he was texting me and I won't respond back. Let me give him an extra $5 or $10. The order ended up being $175. So if I get a 10% tip, that'd be $17. Double it up, 30. Never know, but it shouldn't be too bad. So I'm about to text him. I'm on my way, heading there now. Now, since this order is not a drop-off order where I can just leave it on the porch, and it's alcohol, I need to see their ID. So they gotta have ID 21 or up. You get to just grab their ID and scan it. Once you scan it, it's cool. If the scanner's not working, you just exit out and you put in manually, where you just confirm that they're over 21. You check it off and just sign. Due to COVID protocols, we didn't have to see them, so we just signed it for them a lot. There was no problem with Shipt. But that's what we're doing. At the end of this video, you know how like at the end of the video it would be like, oh, click these extra videos to watch more. I'm gonna have like probably my making $50,000 a year doing DoorDash and UberEats, because I wanted to go get me a smoothie after that first order. And while I was waiting, I'm like, let's turn on UberEats and DoorDash. Turned on DoorDash, so tropical smoothie right here, and right next door is Potbelly's. And I had an order paying $12 going 8 miles, and my smoothie was $6. So I'm like, let me pay for my smoothie. About to deliver this order. So you gotta have multiple hustles, and it's easier to make more money when you can do them kind of all at once. But I'll tell you about that later. So this is a simple order. Since I'm in the area, why not? $11 to $15. And those items is funny. Old girl got a date tonight. She got, the wine is for her, the beer is for him, and she about to get that hair laid. So it's a quick one. And in a note, she said, please deliver it ASAP. And so I guess she trying to get on this date immediately, so she might tip. Anything over $5, I'd be happy with an order this easy. And this is when I would look to pick up additional orders, because this is quick and easy, so I'll try to grab another small order to double up. Now, using your personality will completely, it's a home run or it's a miss. With me, it works probably 70% of the time. Since I figured she probably having a date, I'm like, well, somebody having a hot date. Usually she could be offended or she could absolutely love it. I'm 70% probably efficient with it, where I'm only making $10 off this order anyway. So you got to try to be personable and try to get as much extra money. Because, whenever you text these customers, they're regular people. So you want to be able to just have a conversation with them sometime. Some of y'all are going to go to checkout and you're going to see the receipt is not going to scan because the numbers is janky and it's faded. Orlando, what do I do? Back in the day, you had to figure it out and put it in directly how it is. Now you can type in anything the closest you possibly can and do the same process. Still take the picture of it, hit next. It's going to still calculate. I guess Shipt realized that a lot of these places run out of ink, and it's okay. Keep on going. All right, y'all. So I swung and I hit a home run. She had amazing personality. She laughed. She's like, how you know I'm going on a hot date? Like, what made you think that? Then she responded to herself like, as I think about it, So, then you send them a little bit of memes and the customer gonna have a good time. Like, have fun with it. I use my personality because that's my personality. My keys at. My personality is just goofy and funny. So be goofy and funny with the customer. Some customers just have terrible personalities. Look at that. We got a tip from our first order. The guy tipped $10.39. I decided to pick up this order. Look how easy it is. 23 items paying $26 to $29. Let's grab it. So we're on a new order. I'm doing the same thing because I'm not going to meats. So I'm canceling out meats. I'm not going to frozen. And I'm not going to produce. Get the produce out of here. Snacks, yeah, have deli in it, but it still have grocery aisles. We like that. Let's get rid of this deli. Okay, and we got Smirnoff. We can keep that on there. This is what I'm focusing on first. Then I go to my meats and my next. Back at the house, it's a little bit before 4 o'clock. I wanted to eat, so I came home, made some nachos. And about to eat this. I am at $65 with Shipt. I did $17 on that one order. They actually tipped more with the DoorDash that I did. So I'm doing good. I know it's kind of slow, but now I'm about to pick it up when I go back out. Be bougie, be selective, get over my $100 mark. Hopefully some more tips come in. Try to hit that 200. Get into existence. Soon as I did that, swiped up, $40 tip from the lady with the dog. Hey, so I am at $105 so far. Only 95 more to go. Let go. All right, it's getting later in the day. Look at this. 19 items is paying $27 to $31. Oh, people don't want this. You can see why. A lot of Gatorades, a lot of sodas, some vodka. I'm picking it up. So this order was a Target order. It was only 4 items. They wanted some wine, some chips, and a wine glass, and like something else. In and out within 5 minutes. And this is paying like $22. Let's do it. All right, welcome back in. I got my notes here. Let's go over a few things. The first thing you want to write down is parking. You want that consistency when it comes down to parking. Every time you park, you want to be in the same area. The second thing is have a game plan. First, it depends on what type of order you're picking up. What is your time frame? What store are you going to? You need to pre-plan, pre-map everything out. Sometimes going to the store early to figure out what you need to grab, where you need to be at, because you don't want to be late and you want to have a game plan so you can get in and out of the store as quickly and as effective as possible. The third thing is grab heavy items last. You do not want to just get to the store and grab 5 cases of water and you're stuck carting around all of those cases of water when you're trying to grab everything else. The smart way to do it is leave room in your cart and grab those towards the end so it won't slow you down. Number 4 is one of the most important things to be effective and to save time, and that is to learn how to read aisles. So whenever you go to, the first part. So when you see an item, it's going to first show you a 3 coding letter like DIY, do it yourself. It's going to show HBC. You have to know which areas those in. If not, just go ahead and ask somebody. Once they see you got a Shipt shirt, they're not going to have too much of a problem with it. That first number is breaking down which aisle it is in. So if it's a 15-3-1, it is in aisle 15, section 3, I think like area 1. However it go. But start off, let's say you get to the aisle, how you seen in the video. It will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you get to that section, the lower you go down, the higher the numbers go. So if it's 5, 16, 90, 90 is going to be more than likely towards the bottom. So that helps you out where you get to go to the store, look at those numbers and go right to the item instead of going down the aisle like a lot of people are doing now, and how me when I was brand new, taking too much time in the store because it's in this aisle, but you can't find it. Let's talk promos. I only take promo orders. My time is everything. I'm trying to make my $200 or more as quickly as possible. So I am very selective and bougie whenever I grab orders. So the difference between a promo and a non-promo, you can get penalized if you don't deliver it on time. A promo, you don't get penalized. The second thing is the money is going to go higher the closer you get towards the drop-off time. So let's say the drop-off time is between 4 to 5 p.m. At 3:01, it will say $11 to $15. By 3:30, it will say $15 to $17. By 3:45, it will say $21 to $24. This is the exact same order, but the price has went up. My game plan is to usually grab things that's going to pay me $25. You got to think, if I do 8 orders a day, averaging $25 each order, I'm going to make my $200. Some I'm going to grab that's going to be $32. And, some is just going to be worth it since it's slowing down. I'm going to grab 17. But you want to average $25 orders. And then when the tips come in, it helps you out and it brings your average higher to over 30. And you have to do less orders to hit your goal. Another reason why I'm usually so effective with reaching my goal is because I do other gig jobs, such as DoorDash, UberEats, or Grubhub. So say it's very slow and you don't want to grab a shop on like I did in this video. I just turned on DoorDash and did a quick order. Now I know everybody is not going to feel comfortable with that. Like, for example, my wife, she does Shipt, and congrats to her. She did over $200 her first time yesterday, but she's not comfortable doing a grocery delivery. That's not for everybody, but it gives you so many more options to hit your goal that much quicker. I will have the link in the description for my DoorDash, Uber Eats, and other things where you can sign up. The next thing is communication. You want to have it where everybody feel like your friend. When you watch my YouTube videos, don't you feel at home? You feel like you could text me, you can talk to me. You see, usually when you leave a comment, I respond back because I'm just a regular person. That's how Shipt shoppers or Shipt customers want to feel, because everything is social media or through a text message right now. All they're doing is getting that automated text message that they always get with every single shopper. So it feel non-human interaction type of feeling. Once you talk to them and say something regular as if they friend would say, or send them a meme, they're like, oh, this is a regular human shopping for me that has a sense of humor. I would love to meet him or her, or I would want them to be my preferred shopper since they have a great personality. You want to always be yourself. If you got a dry personality, hit them with some good dry humor or whatever it is. It's just better to have fun since you're going to be doing this and doing their order anyway. In this video, one thing I didn't cover is one of my important features, because I didn't need to use it yesterday, is my do not have item list. So since I have an iPhone, I will go to my notes. So whenever I have a big order, let's say a 60 item order, I will go to my notes in my iPhone, and at the top, it will say do not have items. So instead of me texting them a million times, what customers usually hate, you want to give them a different experience. And I tell them after that intro text, hey, Charlene, since you have such a big order, what I usually do is go over all the items that they don't have, make a list for you, and once I'm close to being finished, we can go over it together. So I will screenshot Charlene that do not have item lists. Nobody does that. So she's first getting a unique experience. She loves how organized that is. And it just make everything keep going and flowing instead of you bothering them and texting them and they running around with kids. And also when you shop, you have to shop smart. Ladies, unfortunately, y'all can't go into all the neighborhoods that all the men go into. Yes, you can, but safety is everything. You don't want to go to the middle of the hood to go do a bunch of orders. My wife knows she don't do no orders in Detroit. Detroit have amazing neighborhoods. They have great people, but if you're going to have an area where higher crime, I want my woman to be safe, and I don't want to put her in that situation. Even in a good neighborhood, she still had a situation. So you have to protect yourself. So grab you some mace, get your CPL. I stay strapped, so I have no problem with going to Detroit. And I'm a man, and that gives me more opportunities because I know majority of women don't want to go to Detroit at 11 p.m. Me, I would go. So that's how I do also have a additional benefit to shopping out here in Michigan. And I know a lot of people in the video is going to leave comments saying,
oh my God, your market is so good. I live in Florida, or I live in Denver. We don't have a market like that.
I really don't want to hear the excuses, because when I look in Florida or in the Shipt Facebook group, I see people making triple the amount of money I'm making in different markets. So all markets is going to be different. You're going to have pros and cons. So say Shipt is not popping in Texas as much as Instacart. Then you're going to have UberEats is not going to be popping as much as DoorDash. You just got to sign up for them all and figure out what it is to make you be able to make the most amount of money. If it take me 6 orders to make $200 and it take you 12 or 10, it is what it is. You just have to do it and make it happen so you can take care of it. Total, I made right over $200 since I already had $60 in there from the day before. I really made $200 even, and then I got an additional $20 tip. So that put me right over $220. And plus, if you add the $17 that I did doing the UberEats, or DoorDash, that was over $237 in a day. And it took me a total 8 hours to do it. And remember, that's all while recording YouTube. So realistically, I would have did it in an hour less, and I probably would have made about $40 more. So I want to hear back from you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I want feedback. So leave a comment. Once again, please like this video so it can help out the YouTube algorithm so people can keep on seeing it. Subscribe so you can get updated content. I can't wait to hear back from you guys. Let me know if this video helped you or if you need me to keep on doing additional videos when I'm shopping so I can show you some more information. Later, I'm out. This is Lando Success.
Ooh,